Hello and welcome. I am the Organizer Advisor here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Okay, first, let's just do a reminder of our health and beauty routines. So today is Friday, so it's facial day. So make sure you're giving yourself that self-care time, facial, hydrate, exercise 30 minutes, and then take vitamins and supplements if you subscribe to that practice. Eat clean and take time for stillness, which could be meditation, prayer, or just calming your mind. That has a whole lot to do with your health. Okay, so since we have every nook and cranny cleaned, the office space. Now let me just say something. I'm going to diverge here just a bit. Looking at the analytics of the people who use my channel or view my videos or support my work, and thank you so much for that. Generally, it's people who are in their mid 40s, 50s, and 60s age range. So kind of midlife. Many have collected a lot of things and are overwhelmed with the amount of stuff, but then also how to manage so that you can utilize your stuff, but also so that it can enhance your life, but also how to clean. Because sometimes when you have a lot of stuff, you just totally shut down on cleaning because it's very overwhelming. So my job is to help you manage your stuff, organize it so that you can use it, and then clean around it without being overwhelmed. So if you take a look at the video of my office, you can see I have a lot of my collection up there, and it's still functional for me. Now, I'm a stuff out person. I like to see stuff. I like to see my things, and there are two types of people. As a professional organizer, we have stuff in people and we have stuff out people. I'm a stuff out people, and it doesn't really matter as long as you're able to access and function and you feel comfortable. Some people feel comfortable with a lot of stuff out. Some people feel comfortable with minimal stuff out. It's up to you. But if you have minimal stuff out, you're usually not really overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed with storage. So I'm kind of combining the two types in making it so that you can see how you can cleverly store your things so that you still are able to access them, but you're not overwhelmed when you open a cabinet or closet. But also that if you have a lot of stuff out, how you can manage that to really enhance your space, really enjoy that interacting with those items without feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so I should do a whole separate video on that. Now, today, since we cleaned every nook and cranny cleaned our office, and boy, it feels good, doesn't it? We're going to clean some of our office items. So this is going to be your printer, your computer, and I'm going to work on the computer, but you also want to gather all of your hard drives, thumb drives, external storage, even your computer items, your paperwork and discs that came with your computer so that you have those. So you may even want to get your computer bag. I have mine here, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But we want to do all things computer today because we're going to clean all of our computer hardware and then accessories. So if you have a printer or a scanner, all of those things we're going to clean today. Anything that is an accessory to your computer. But also we're going to clean the digital data that we store on here because we want to get that organized. That helps us function so much better when we can find the documents or the photos we need when we need them. Okay, so caveat. Make sure your computer is totally unplugged and turned off. Totally unplugged and turned off before you start cleaning. Now, we're going to do two protocols here. Actually, three. We're going to use some canned air. We're also going to use a damp cloth you can put your Listerine spray it with Listerine spray if you want to disinfect the surface of your computer, but your screen will be cleaned only with a microfiber cloth and a little bit of water. So we're going to do three protocols here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our canned air, and we're going to dust the vents, your fan, and all of your ports. So remember, canned air, keep away from children, especially small children and teenagers, because these can be something you don't want your children, pets, anything to get around. Okay, so I'm just spraying off the vents. If you have a CD, which I do, which I may be able to open or not. If you have a CD, you may want to open that and spray in there. Mine's not opening because my computer's not turned on. So then I'm going to take my computer and I'm going to open it up, make sure it is turned off, and I'm just going to spray down the keyboard. Okay, now I'm going to take my damp cloth. Now it can be Listerine or just water, whatever you want to use. I like Listerine spray because it takes off all the oils, but you just want it lightly damp. You do not want to have it saturated. So please, again, just lightly damp. You can see that it's not saturated. And then I'm just going to wipe down the keyboard. Especially the all the buttons and your little I don't even know what you call it, but that part. So just, you know, gently wipe down the keyboard so that you don't see any residual oils or dust. And then I'm going to use the same cloth to wipe down the entire outside surface of my computer. Now, if you are using, if you are having to clean a desktop or tower, you're going to need to take the panel off, and you may want to watch a video. I mean, if you have like a gaming system computer, that's going to require you to take that panel off and use your canned air on the inside. You may want to check out a video on YouTube about that. I don't have one of those, but I used to, and they do accumulate a lot of dust. So you do want to make sure that you are cleaning that. Check with your computer or device manufacturer. They usually have specific tips on how you can clean. Now that I've done the whole surface, I am going to, as you know me and cords, I'm going to wipe down and inspect the cord to my computer and make sure that there's no evidence of damage. There's a little bit of scraping on the wire there. I'll address that. And if there is some damage, you may want to consider getting a replacement cord. So, you know, just check and inspect. Yeah, it looks like this one's about ready to be replaced. So that's going to be on my list of things to do, is to order a replacement cord for this computer. Okay, now that I've checked my cord and I've wiped down the outside, now we're going to do the screen. Now for your screen cleaning, you want a little microfiber cloth. Now you can just wipe the screen with the cloth to get the dust off. But for me, I'm going to use just a little bit of water. I'm not going to hold it over my computer so I don't want to spill. But I'm just going to get it a little bit damp. And then I'm just going to wipe the screen with the microfiber cloth. You don't want to use any chemicals on your screen, especially if you have a touch screen. You don't want to use lens cleaner or lens cleaner wipes. You don't want to use cleaning wipes. You don't want to use hand wipes, no baby wipes. You just want to use a microfiber cloth with a little bit of water if you need it. That's if you just need to remove a bunch of fingerprints and stuff. Okay, so there we have a clean computer. Now I'm going to set that aside, and now we're going to talk about if you have a printer, you want to use your microfiber cloth to clean the glass on your printer, and then you can use your Listerine spray on a soft cloth, or just water. You can spray water on a soft cloth and just wipe down the whole exterior. But for your glass, where you do your scanning and copying, I would recommend your microfiber cloth. And then just make sure that you have ink and paper, and if you don't, put it on your focus shopping list so that you don't run low and then it kind of disrupts getting some things done that you need to get done. So check your ink, check your paper, make sure you have everything you need. If you have a scanner, same thing. Make sure that you kind of use your canned air to dust off your scanner, and then also any other device that connects to your computer you're going to want to clean today. Now let's move on to hard drives and thumb drives. This is our external storage, and if you were watching my Every Nook and Cranny Clean the Office videos, I actually found an external hard drive that I didn't know that I had, and my husband didn't know. Neither one of us knew it was there. So you know, it's amazing when you find things, because I actually had just purchased 2 of them. I take a lot of pictures, and I have 10,000 pictures on my phone. I have about 50,000 photos on this hard drive. I also have about another 10,000, 15,000 on this hard drive. So anyway, you want a dedicated space to store your external storage devices. Now I have this little kind of vault case, and so I have all my little thumb drives in here. I have gone through and backed up all of this data. I transferred all of the information on these thumb drives to my external hard drives and organized that. So that might be something that you may want to work on over the next few days, is just kind of get all of your digital data organized. So everything on your desktop, everything on your external storage, and all of your thumb drives. So all of these thumb drives are empty and ready to use. I actually even have one for my phone, so I can download digital data from my phone. So all of your little devices that you have for external storage. This is even one that I made a necklace for, to be able to wear around my neck when I was teaching. So then, yeah, here's another one. And if there's some that, like, this is my son and daughter-in-law's wedding, so I labeled it so I know what it is, and so that is ready to go. Now, all of your little cords and everything, I just take mine and put a little rubber band so they're not all jumbled up and I don't have to untangle. I don't like to untangle. So all of those are ready to go. And then for your external storage, you may want to pop them into your computer, see what's on them, and organize them. And then I just wipe down the outside of them again, just so that they're sterilized, because I'm big about that. If you haven't backed up the data on your computer, you may want to do that. It's just a precaution. It's, you know, good practice to back up your digital data periodically. It's a thing I like to do at the end of the month during my fiscal fast. I just take everything that I need and I back it up to an external hard drive. That way I don't lose any data in the case that there's a power surge or my computer crashes. Okay, so that's for all of our hard drives, external storage devices, and that's going to protect your data. Now, a couple of other things. Now, when you buy a computer, you get usually some discs. This computer is actually pretty old, but my Techo sons always keep it up and running, and my son Kyle, thank you Kyle, just replaced the hard drive. So I keep all of my computer discs and information together, so that if I have to take my computer into a repair shop, then I have all of the backup discs, the reboot discs, all of that, and it really facilitates getting my computer fixed, which I have had to do before. So you want to keep all of that in a dedicated space. You may want to keep it where you keep all of your computer disks and things. Now, let's talk about your computer bag. This is my bag that I use when I go to see clients, and I can put my computer in there so I can work from designing or keeping up with previous goals and objectives that we set together. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going through all the pockets in my computer bag to make sure that I don't have anything. Now, see, I have a couple of little notepads in here so I can keep track of things, but I keep, you want to go through all the little nooks and crannies of your computer bag to make sure that you're not missing any of your thumb drives, camera cards, documents, or anything you might have put inside your computer bag. So now I know that's clean. And of course you want to wipe down the outside of your bag and your handles where you carry it so that that's nice and clean. Okay, so that are our togas for today. Our togas are today's goals and today's organizational goals and activities. So today is the day that we are going to clean our computer, get on your desktop, take a few minutes, clean out your email, organize your desktop, organize your digital data. If you have a lot, you may want to take a couple of days to do that, just so that we have that kind of empowered feeling of being able to find a document that we need when we need it. Okay, friends, that is our session for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. I am the Organizer Advisor, here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Have a wonderful Friday, and I'll see you again soon.